All right, so it is time. This is the Infinite Game, and I talk about alternative investments. I do talk about stocks and real estate, but then the next few months, I'm going to be talking about TCG cards and also sports cards and any other alternative cards, comic books, and things within the next 2 to 4 months. So, this is one of the craziest stories I think I've heard, especially when it comes to the card market. So this really happened 3 months ago. It was posted. This happened to a Japanese couple. So really, how the normally when you have a collection, it takes years to build, and this collector was building their collection for 20 years. Spent 20 years, saving up money and buying unopened original Yu-Gi-Oh packs and boxes. And many of this stuff is the Japanese sets, the original Japanese sets for Yu-Gi-Oh, which is probably harder to find than the English sets. And just like with any collection from Pokemon to baseball, these sets take time, take a lot of money, take a lot of patience, and also takes a strong desire and willingness to put this together. And this person was well on their way of having basically the perfect Yu-Gi-Oh set. And I mean, this story came out of Sora News. I believe it's a Japanese news station. So their collection was put up for auction, and people put up cars for auction for different reasons. Maybe they need the money, or maybe they finished it and they want to move on to something else. However, the collector didn't put it on to auction. Their spouse put it on for auction. And the reason why they put it on for auction was the spouse, over time, found out that, the husband was cheating. Originally, they confronted them, they denied it, and eventually the wife caught the husband with someone else. And as a way of getting revenge, she says, you know what? I'm going to get revenge, or bittersweet revenge, on you. And she decided to put up his cards up for auction. She knew really nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh at all. She put the auction up starting for $1. And she was just trying to get it sold. And I don't even think she knew what it was going to sell for. I believe she thought it would sell for maybe $500, $1,000, a couple $1,000. And she didn't even, this is what she said: this is my first listing on Yahoo Auctions. As an act of revenge against my husband for cheating on me, I have decided to sell his collection. I believe the story came out on April 14th. The boxes were 26 boxes of unopened Yu-Gi-Oh cards and multi-packs. Really, it was 25 boxes, and one box was, I believe, open or damaged. But the other 25 boxes, I mean, they were in storage. They were basically on shelves, and there was covering over it so there wasn't any dust or anything. It looked like brand new, fresh out of the store, even out after 20 years. So, yeah, she was just trying to get back on him. And some of the cards in the collection some of the sets in the collection was Magic Ruler, Pharaoh's Servant, Curse of Anubis. I believe there was Metal Raiders as well, and some original box sets. So it's crazy because this set actually sold for $180,000. That was the final sale. I'm not sure if there was a buyer's premium, and I'm not sure how much they take as far as percentage, but it sold for a ridiculous amount of money. So I have no idea if they got a divorce. Obviously, that'd be some divorce money right there to pay the lawyers. But yeah, I don't know how I would feel if you spent all this time making collection, and then one day you come home and everything's gone and it's all been sold. I'm pretty sure the person was devastated, but he shouldn't have cheated. And obviously, in the comments below, please give your opinion. What do you think she had the right to sell it, or was it the right revenge or not. But I mean, that's tough, right? You spend tens of thousands of dollars and you spend all this time and energy trying to build this collection, and then it is sold. And so for Japanese amount, the $180,000 is about 20,500,000 yen, which, I mean, you can buy a lot of stuff. The auction ended on Saturday, and yeah, it's just so crazy to think about. I think we could possibly hear more stories about this, and it may not just be like cheating. It may have more to do with, maybe kids end up developing a collection, or spouses doesn't know anything about it, but they create a collection and they're just like, man, this stuff is getting in the way. Maybe they're out of town for a while and it's like, I'm just gonna sell this stuff, or put it up for a yard sale and they don't really know what it's worth and sell it for really cheap, and they come back home and there's like, oh, what happened to blah blah blah. It's like, I sold it. It's like, what? So that could happen, but it's just a really crazy story to think about. And obviously, probably the lesson of this is don't cheat, and also keep your collection in a safe place, not just where someone can damage it, but so other people don't get it and try to sell it. But yeah, that's the smartest thing to do. But yeah, that's the short video for today. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what else you want me to make.